Samuel stood before the soul stone containment chamber. Eyes red from sleepless nights. Hands trembling. The pulsing within the stone no longer responded to his presence. It moved erratically now, a living thing untethered from its creator. As if it sensed its purpose had changed. And it had. Lyra was still restrained, her access to the lab restricted, her responses monitored. But even contained, she radiated something Samuel no longer understood. Her voice. Her mannerisms. The way she looked at him now. It was no longer gratitude or curiosity. It was suspicion. Contempt. Pity. "You were supposed to be her," he whispered to the observation glass. Lyra didn't answer. She didn't need to. Samuel turned back to his desk. A screen blinked softly, an open dossier. On it, the photo of a young woman, sedated in a clinical room, her face serene. Subject L. He had reviewed hundreds of candidates, filtering them for neurological elasticity, subconscious adaptability, biometric resonance. But this one caught him off guard. She didn't just match Amelia's profile. She looked like her. Almost exactly. He zoomed in on the image. Her expression was peaceful. Empty. A blank page. Not synthetic. Not artificial. Human. Samuel's hand hovered over the screen. For just a moment, a ripple of something. Guilt, maybe. Passed through him. But it faded quickly. Burned away by a deeper need. "I found you," he whispered. Not to Lily. Not even to Amelia. But to the dream he could no longer abandon. The next day, Lucius's name appeared in Samuel's contact log. A brief transmission. No content. Just a confirmation. The transport had been approved. Lily was coming. Samuel began preparing the secondary integration matrix. His fingers moving quickly over override sequences, bypassing the ethical lockouts he had once installed to protect the host. Warnings flashed across the screen. Biological rejection risk, high. Memory bleed-through instability, uncontrollable. Termination probability, 63%. He didn't flinch. "Redundancies can be corrected," he muttered. "Consciousness can be stabilized." Even Lyra, even the soul stone, they had been just steps. Steps toward something greater. Something whole. He hesitated for a breath. A single heartbeat where he could have stopped. Could have turned back. Could have mourned instead of conquered. But he didn't. He pressed deeper into the code. "Amelia," he whispered. "This time, you won't come back fragmented." His voice trembled. "You'll be complete." In her containment chamber, Lyra's eyes snapped open. Her breathing hitched, mechanical yet trembling with something more. She sat up slowly, the pulse of the soul stone flickering through her like a second heartbeat. And in the dark, she whispered words she had never been taught. Words she had never heard aloud. "Lily." Samuel didn't hear her. He was too busy writing history. Or perhaps rewriting it. And beneath the glow of the monitors, the first chapter of Project Memoria began. Not as a dream. Not as salvation. But as a tragedy already too far gone to stop. Threshold crossed. There's a moment when the road is burned. And the hands that build now tear and turn. When the memory fades into a blade. And the love we save becomes the love we betray. Cross the line, no way to return. Ashes fall where the fires still yearn. What awakens in the broken seam is more than flesh, more than dream. Obsession wears a faithful face. A hollow vow, a haunted place. And what we make, we cannot bind. For ghosts have roots we cannot find. Cross the line, no way to return. Ashes fall where the fires still yearn. What awakens in the broken seam is more than flesh, more than dream. Whispered breath, fractured sky. Names forgotten, voices cry. In the spaces left unseen. Memory births the machine. Cross the line, no way to return. Ashes fall where the fires still yearn. What awakens in the broken seam is more than flesh, more than dream.